Okay. So Gen Z is more sensitive. Millennials do not give a budge. Yeah. This has to be like multiple part video. Okay. So like that's part one. That's like basically what we just talked about.
Okay.
I want a pink mustache.
Here, take it.
You know?
Okay, but now we're talking about like style wise, because I think Gen Z style. You've dropped that thing about 4 times this whole podcast. Wow, it's so beautiful. I think
There is different style.
Oh yeah,
It's very apparent.
mostly though, it's like the main one is like the jeans.
The jeans.
The jeans.
I agree. But I feel like I'm one of those millennials that kind of like move with fashion. I don't get
So actually,
stuck.
I saw you in skinny jeans last month at a party.
Was I wearing skinny jeans?
Black skinny jeans. I remember because I was out with you and I was like,
What black skinny jeans? You mean my diesel jeans?
maybe. I don't care.
They were so cute. And they're like DC. They're definitely DC some details.
Okay, so
But
Generation
yes,
gap.
I understand because I do sometimes feel like whenever I wear like tight jeans, it makes me look like out of style right now.
yeah.
It does feel like that a little
Really
bit.
tight jeans are just like
Definitely not tight.
Okay.
today.
Yeah,
we're
not
all
those.
baggy right now.
We are all baggy.
I would say like tight jeans like make people look unproportional, especially with gay
Right.
guys, because if you like make their like tiny ass legs and you have this big, you look like Gru.
I also feel like they
Truly.
Like he looks like Gru. Like
Gru.
I like baggy jeans.
who?
Gru. Like for the Minions.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know. I just feel like I think the tight jeans come from a time where everyone just wanted to show off their legs, sort of. So have you seen all those like muscle millennials? They still wear super everything tight because they just want their muscles to be out. So they're like, if I have a big butt, I just want my big butt to show up. But when you're wearing like loose jeans like this, everyone has no butt.
But here, there's your biker shorts. That's what you get that with. That's like Gen Z.
Biker shorts are hot.
Yeah, like
They are.
The workout shirts.
Oh yeah, the
Those
workout
are
shorts
like
are the
bikers.
best. I love them. I wear them all the time to the parties.
Yeah. So that's like
Booty goals in
Gen
those.
Z millennial literature.
What about other things besides jeans? Do you have any other like icks?
Uggs. I cannot stand Uggs.
Really?
But are those millennials?
Yeah, like it was for girls. Yeah, it'd be like the black leggings,
Black leggings.
Crocs,
yes.
like a loose like shirt. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're
that's
talking
very
about.
millennial.
Definitely. I don't know. I just feel like I try to mix the both kind of styles a lot. So if I do, for example, like a loose jeans that is very Gen Z, I would try to always wear like a very tight tank top, which is more so millennial.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of like always having them both together instead of just like me being a 32-year-old trying to look 19. You know, because I also think that's strange too. When you're like when you look older, but then you're trying to look super young, that's not it for me either.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
There's a line that you have to like balance. And I guess like at some point, like somewhere up the tree, like up to like the early 30s, moving into late 30s, moving to 40s, like at some point, someone has to feel uncomfortable not wearing jeans that are stuck to your skin.
It's like
Because that's how they grew up.
it's like the guy from Facebook. He looks so weird now, trying to look like dress up like a 19-year-old,
Who are you talking about?
like Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg. The guy from the guy.
Have you seen how he flipped his style now?
I saw an
He's
AI
like
editor
curly
video.
hair. He's like curly long hair with like super loose shirts, big pants, and kind of like no. He looks like he's trying too much to look young. It's like not it.
Yeah, I think once you hit like a certain age, you have to just accept like, okay, I can do everything casual.
Yeah.
And very like loose, almost like don't be trying to do crazy ass shit. Obviously, that sounds ageist, but
I think that
Obviously, we're not
also
telling people how to dress. You can dress however you want to, but we're just talking about like our personal styles.
the differences.
the
Yeah.
gays will critique everything.
They will.
The gays will. The gays will know.
I think haircuts are also kind of a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Where there is like
Yeah.
there is a divide. While we're on the topic of like style.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
mean, at this point, millennials are all bald, right?
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They're either bald or have the same haircut that they did when they were
No,
Yeah.
honestly, if you can pull off like a bald or like buzz cut and then you're hot, it's like, okay, wow, you're like the epitome of attractiveness.
wow, that's not true. That is not true.
What do you mean?
We don't all have the same haircuts. Bitch.
Yeah, because you want to be.
Look at this and tell me it's not every millennial ever.
No.
Whoa.
No.
I'm feeling very attacked.
Well,
No, don't feel
very
attacked.
attacked.
But like your haircut's very Gen Z.
The mullet, yeah.
Yeah, the mullet's very Gen Z.
I don't know.
I'm just kind of in the middle there.
But the mullet was big in the I don't know. Haircut style.
No, but but definitely you can see the flip because I feel like in 2010 we were all trying to be like super clean cut.
Yeah.
So it was always like the fade with the very like coiffed kind of hair and like stuff. That was very 2010, 2015. Now it's more so like everyone's trying to look a little more messy. You know, like a messy haircut instead of just like super coiffed.
Do you feel like your gay struggles are the same as our struggles?
Cuts. When it comes to cuts?
No, I'm just kidding. What?
What do you mean?
I know, like sometimes what I hear whenever I talk to other millennials is like they didn't have such a like open, accepting, like awareness of just like the gay community generally as like a children. So they like later in life, like they came out later. They
Maybe
started doing things later.
maybe trying to experiment more with their fashion and their style maybe a little later than most Gen Zs. I think Gen
We're
Zs.
talking about your deepest, darkest struggles, not hair.
Yeah. We're talking about like
struggles.
being okay with being gay.
Oh no,
type
definitely
struggles.
way more difficult for millennials. 1000%.
Right.
We had to go through a lot of like not being able to be ourselves, or trying to hide who we are, or not being that open because we did not see it as much as people can right now through social media and through a lot of different outlets where people can be like, oh my god, there's so many people like me that I shouldn't be afraid of being myself because there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
No, to me it was always like feeling like, oh my god, I'm the only gay in school. Like there's 5,000 kids here and I'm probably the only one, which is probably not true. There were multiple of us, but we were all trying to hide it so much that it never felt like we could be ourselves up until like, I don't know, after high school or way after that.
We just talked about that.
I know I have friends of mine that waited until they were like 34 to come out.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Gen Z struggle, but it's a lot more like once you like get involved in social media and you're like once you like get like a phone, like obviously as a kid you're like you feel the same way. But I think our Gen Z's are just more fast track because you probably experienced that like I guess whenever you got on social media, but now Gen Z's like in high school you don't have a phone, you're not exposed like to the real world, like especially like, a small.
And you're still so ashamed of yourself. I think like most teenagers are like that. Not just gays. I think in general teenagers are always feeling like embarrassed or ashamed of who they are, and like they don't want to like be seen, or you know most Gen Z's are most teenagers are trying to find who they are. So it's a big of a struggle. But when you're gay, it's like double because you are still so uncomfortable with your own self, and plus everyone's telling you that who you are is horrible and terrible and not okay.
When did you come out to your family?
Well, to me it was different. I came out very, very early because I've always been kind of rebellious. So I never felt like I needed to lie my whole life, and I hated that. So I came out when I was like 14, 15.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
When did you tell your mom you were gay? Oh, gay boy.
20s.
20s?
It was later.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe like something I identify more with like millennials with. Yeah. I mean, it was like I was in a Republican like state or something like that, but I didn't feel comfortable until like later. Yeah.
I got hot at like 16, so I got hot. It was forced to come out.
Yeah.
I didn't take it so well.
They didn't take it well?
No, not in the beginning. And now they're chill. But in the beginning, they were like, what the fuck? I think it's because I was so like, I guess like mass presenting and just didn't have like any like indication that I was going to be gay. I think like some parents like are like, they see the kid and they're like, oh, it's a little.
Oh, I think that was my
A
situation.
little fruity, a little. They never saw that with me, so I think it was just like a big shock to me. You feel like your parents were like, oh, this kid.
Oh, 1000%. I was a little flamboyant little boy. Yeah, like I guess everyone knew. That's why I was picked on in school too. When I was like 11 or 12, I was very feminine, and like the way I talked, my voice, my movements, it was very telling.